you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Texas Tech's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven that...
Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these...
Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cougars offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Makes the grab. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Setting up the screen. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Turns it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down. They've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of their way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He's got his man. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period, first down here. Hands it off. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Well, he's a matchup nightmare because of his size and his speed. It's so difficult for defenses to defend this guy. Nice job there working the post route. Really accurate throw, and it ends up being a touchdown.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Slings it downfield. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll give it to the back. Slithers into space. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be dragged down.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
They'll try to get outside. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision.
There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. 29. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's first down from the 11. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Fitted in the window for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
I think he does a really good job on this 2nd down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better 3rd down. That's a play.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And they'll just down it right there.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
He'll start this drive going to the air. He wants to go deep. Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Red Raiders! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Completes it in the middle. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Second down coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They get to him as he throws. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The play action fake. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback.
Turning it on! He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Makes the catch around the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The running back has it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, Why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward.
Just plowing ahead. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Red Raiders, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Trying to march their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to pass, it's Hurtado. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the right. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a gap. It's Russo. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Pocket breaking down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generator.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And the returner will be knocked down. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Hurtado. Got his man. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Time winding down in the corners, they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touch. Cougar.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week. And
there he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Hurtado. Working the middle, it's complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll run play action. Under fire. It's complete to the left. And BYU will get the first down. This offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line.
And a great job by the defense stringing that ball along. But when I'm the offensive player, man, I see I'm not going to get anywhere, lower my shoulder, get that extra 2 or 3 yards to always try to make the situation more manageable on the next down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they...
It's a running room. Past the 20.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys